All right, so I want to make a video on crypto analysis here for each and every one of you guys here. I haven't been trading crypto. I haven't been looking at crypto at all this week. So only look at it for Friday, maybe on a little bit on the weekend, and Monday, then that's it. Because do my little crypto Friday tips, and then give you guys a little analysis on what I see where things are going. But right now, Bitcoin is trying to sustain its resistance on a daily here at the 6,600 price. I have this already set, and then the 5,900 price was based on the 4 hour. Now, obviously the lowest support here would be the 5,800 back here previously, but it hasn't come back down to close below here. The initial target, if I am looking this correctly, I'm just going to base it off the weekly, is that if this is acting as support, right, this last weekly candle is acting as support, then this would be a bull candle to test 7,000. And then we'll see if it comes back to test 8,500. And if it breaches 8,500 and closes above here, then we could probably see the initial kickoff back to 10K. But this is too soon, and it's not enough structure to say that. So based on my analysis here, it's probably because it probably could just end up sitting here for a while, and then probably test another lower price, and then shoot back up again and consolidate for another couple weeks. And so it's not enough to justify buying long term or selling long term. You're just better off just scalping on the 15-minute chart. Now, what I mean by the 15-minute chart here is that those of you that are still using JFX or are using a crypto forex broker, and if you really want to dive down to the way I scalp Bitcoin or scalp any type of crypto, you just hop into the 15-minute chart here. And I want to outline this for you guys. Where's the other horizontal line? Oh, I'm sorry. I see it. It just wasn't looking close enough here. So I have it set down at 6,200, and the reason why I already had it set here, I had it set here, and so it already broke above, but it's not sustaining above anymore. So it looks like it's coming back to retest lower to come back down to 65 and then maybe 6,300. So I'll have it set here at the highest price at 6,800, right? That's the highest price. And then I'll have it set down for these two support lines right here, 62.92 here. And you can see that it already went down here. So that's why the initial line to target would be 62.91, pretty much under 6,300. And the reason why you want to target this first support price is because that's where it made the huge shift to fall all the way back down, okay? And then now it's trying to retrace back up to its previous high, but you can see it's losing steam here, and it's coming back down again to test the support price. If it breaks it, then you would be looking at 5,800 again. And so by looking at this 15-minute chart structure, you can clearly see what I'm doing is I'm zooming back out, so you're not seeing all the candles, but the highest price here, and you can see all this low price here, but you can see the structure, right? You can see this price that's sitting at right now is sitting at the very similar resistance from the previous resistance back a couple weeks ago and back in July. So by looking at this structure on the 15-minute chart and you zoom back out, look at very close and say, okay, where is it trying to go now? Well, obviously it hasn't come back to the highest price of the week, which was pretty much 6,900 here, okay? If it's not gonna come back up here, then for me, I would put a sell position and test and see if it's gonna come back and break 65, 64, and 63. If it breaks that, if it breaks this, then I'm looking for 6,000 to 5,800, and that's it. So that's a little tip there for those that are trying to go naked forex, and just put the two horizontal lines: highest price of the week, lowest price of the week, and then bam, shoot out and expand out, and then you get to see exactly where things are going to go. And if you're not familiar with the 15-minute chart, your 15-minute chart ties along with the 1 hour. Notice that my horizontal lines have not shifted closer. What I mean is that I didn't move the horizontal lines. Okay, you can clearly see that this resistance matches the same resistance off the 15-minute chart, the 68.24. I don't know how that works out, but it works out. Now it's a little bit off here on the support price, right? But by looking at this, like I said, by looking at this structure based on the 1 hour and hopping back to the 15-minute chart, now you can get a little good trend structure, candlestick structure, and where prices are sitting there, you know, between those two horizontal lines. So you have a price gap to go off of, right? So you have a price gap to go off of here. Okay, so I would move my horizontal line. To me, if I was using the 1 hour, I would move it down here. Notice that how it almost touches every support price here that made the shift to push back up. Okay, so what I'm outlining you guys is outlining a basic support price and a basic resistance price, but it's based on weekly high and the weekly low. Okay, highest price of the week, highest price of this week, yeah, highest price and lowest price of this week. And then from there, you have a gap where you want to pinpoint the structure of to buy and sell. And this is on the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin. I mean, this is like as plain and simple as it can get if you want to go naked forex. And so I would recommend hopping back to the 15-minute chart, because if you dive in, like if you dive in and you get yourself caught up on the 1 hour, because it's every hour you get a new candle. Now with the 15-minute chart, you get your candles every 15 minutes. And then after the 4 15-minute candles done, then you get the new 1 hour candle. So it just works out perfectly, going off the 15-minute to the 1 hour, and hop back to the 15-minute just in case if you're not for sure where this candle is going to go. Okay, if you're not familiar by looking at the times. So you can clearly see that on TradingView we have 53 minutes and 10 seconds left for the 1 hour to start a new one. Okay, and by going back to the 15-minute, then we have 8 minutes left for the new 15-minute candle to pop up, which means in less than 8 minutes, the 15-minute candle on this one, this little bull candle here, will close, and then after that it will start a new one. Those that are using TradingView. So I hope this video helped you guys out, and you know, I try to specify as much as I can, because you know, naked forex is pretty tough, especially if you're using a bunch of indicators: RSI, MACD, stochastic, Bollinger Bands, moving averages, everything, right? With this, you are price pointing a gap so that you're not stuck, okay? And that you can pinpoint the price structure and the candlestick structure where it's going. I mean, that's the most easiest way. With two horizontal lines, right? I know that my highest price of the week is 6,800, and my lowest price that it pinned down was the 6,200, 62.5 here. And then that's it. And right now it's sitting at 66. And it looks like it wants to come back to test 68 again. If it doesn't, creates like a double top. What I mean by a double top is create another set of resistance candles here, meets up with this one, be a strong sell. That would be my turning point on selling it. Okay. So like I said, New York sessions just closed, and like I said, at this time I wouldn't be messing around with crypto until later on. Crypto is more volatile at night in Asian sessions versus, like I said, versus during New York sessions. There's not a whole lot of volatility during New York sessions, anyways. Other than that, like I said, I hope this video makes sense and clarifies. And Like I mean, there's more. There's plenty more videos that I'm gonna be making for you guys. So, like I said, happy Friday for you guys. Have a great weekend, and I plan. I said, yeah. I was planning on doing. I'm planning. I was planning on doing a video on what to the analysis of what happened this whole week during the Jackson Hole event for Forex and the Fed, and what happened with Trump with the China trade talks. So that's still ongoing. You have to be prepared for that for the Forex markets until trade talks are over. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it for you guys.